Hello everyone, I am Amrit Kaur and this is my presentation on data manipulation techniques, assignment number 1. And I have used Pandas and Power BI in order to analyze my data. Here are the relevant links to my presentation, the video link which I will be adding later, the data source, and the Jupyter notebook in which I have worked on Python. The data source which I have used here is about a superstore in USA, and I will be further analyzing it. In order to analyze my data, I have used Python, and here in the Jupyter notebook you can see I have added imported the libraries which are required to analyze the data. The libraries which I have used here are Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. Pandas is for data frames, NumPy is for the calculations, and Matplotlib is for plotting my charts. Now I have added my Excel file here named superxlsx and added it into the data frame named is data. Now I will use this data frame and check the top 10 rows of my data, and here I have the top 10 rows of my data, and I have used the shape function in order to get the number of columns and rows. There are 19 columns in my rows and 9,994 rows in my data set. Next, I have used the info function in order to get the information about my data set. And here we can see the attributes which are order ID, order date, shipping date, the shipping mode which the customer has chosen, customer's ID, name, and the segment from which the customer has chosen the product. The country is USA for all the data, and the city, state, region of the customer. And I have the product details like product ID, category, subcategory, name, and the sales data like sales, the quantity of order, and the profit and the delivery time. Next, I have used the describe function in order to get the statistical information about my data. Here we can see the average sales is 229.85 and the average delivery time here you can see is 3.9 days, and more than 75% of the products are shipped in 5 days. Now here you can see the top 10 rows again, and we can see there are some NaN values in my dataset, and we will remove it by filling them with 0 by using fill NA, and then we can actually remove these rows by using the drop NA method here, and here we can see we don't have any NaN values left. Next, as my data is clean now, I will put up my questions, and my questions are: which products are in most demand and in which category, and what are the top 10 states with the highest number of orders? Now we will try to answer these questions. So I have used value counts function in order to get the number of orders in each category, and here we have the result. Now I want to plot this into a pie chart, and I have used Matplotlib here in order to do that. Here we can see the maximum number of orders are in office supplies. Next, I have used the same function value counts in order to count the number of orders in each state, and I have sorted it into the ascending values and use the head function in order to get the top 10 values of the data. Here I have plotted a bar graph in order to get my result, and here we can clearly see that California has the maximum number of orders, and this answers my first question, which are the top 10 states with maximum number of orders. Now, in order to answer my second question, I will use Power BI. Here you can see in my Power BI, I have done the analysis of all the products. First of all, you can see the category office supplies here has the most number of orders, which we have already seen in the Python Jupyter notebook. Further, to analyze it more, I have checked which subcategory in office supply is in most demand. So here we can clearly see binders and paper are in most demand. But my question was which product is in the maximum demand. And here you can see, by using a bar graph here, we can see that the staples, which is in the subcategory of fasteners, is in the most demand, followed by staple envelope and easy staple paper. Basically everything related to paper and staples is in most demand. So this answers my second question, which is the product in maximum demand, and staples is the product in maximum demand. Next, I have again plotted the bar graph of the number of orders by states, and here we can easily see again that the state California has the most number of orders, which is 1997, followed by New York and Texas. So my questions have been answered, but I need to know, as the data is about sales, I need to know what would be the trend in the next years, as the data is from 2014 to 2018. I can forecast my data and know the sales or profit percentage in next year. So for that, I have used the forecast in Power BI. And first, here you can see the profit is more than average when the sales is more than 464.29, which basically means that in order to get the most profit, the sales need to be 464.29%. Next, I have used the forecast in order to get the profit percentage in 2018, as the data is from 2014 and 17. We can see the forecast says that the profit on December 30th would be 791.23, which is a good profit number, we can say. So this was my analysis on my data, which is Superstore. Here in my presentation, I have added all my data and their visualizations. Here in the Python, I have done the number of orders in each category. Here we saw that office supplies has the most number of orders, followed by furniture and then technology. Next, in Python, again, we have seen the top 10 states with maximum number of orders, and California has the highest number of orders.